Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 4 with another team adventure. Now, this one, we've already had a disconnection, is all about B-class cars from 2000 and newer. So we have got a selection of interesting vehicles going on in this one. We had a little... Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 4 with another team adventure. I had a little bit of a recording die, so kind of a rushed intro. We've got team adventure B-class cars from the year 2000 and newer. I am driving a Golf. We have a Golf R that I'm hoping is going to be good overall. It's on standard tyres, it has just over 300 horsepower. It is all-wheel drive, which there aren't going to be too many of them in this field, perhaps. There's a lot of hatchbacks going on. There's a few oddballs, to say the least. Oh, I'm on standard tyres, though. Slight downside of the Golf. You're going to be quite understeery. Yeah, there's a few oddballs thrown in amongst a sea of hatchbacks. Currently, I am the highest placed hatchback. Got to find a way past the off-road things. 3 wide against off-road things is dangerous here. I'm hoping I can outrun them before we get to the corner. Oh, dear. Ah! There's not room for this. Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't want to be in this fight currently. This is terrifying. I'm going to have to lift because we're going to get understeered into by the Mini. Lado got quite unlucky in all of that. Ollie is having a wonderful time at the front of the race, not being involved in that massive mess. We might be... The Crown Vic will probably be quicker than I am. We should outrun the Mini down the straights, that's the hope. Okay, it's a red team 1, 2, 3 at the moment. That's good for us. Here comes Rusky with an S2000. That'll probably be quite good around here as well. That's a sensible choice of car for this. Let's just not understeer a million miles wide. We're going to go 3 wide again. That's what we needed, of course it is. My hope is that we might be better than the S2000 off-road at least. Oh, we're going to be on a bad line through there. I'm going to have to... Yeah... bail out of that corner essentially, and that's let Danger Man past as well, which is not what we needed here. Points have gone very much the other way now. Have all gone to blue team. Rusky's out wide through there as Danger Man's looking for a way past the Crown Vic. It's going to hit the wall and lose all the momentum. I just couldn't... I was already committed to taking a line I couldn't bail out of in time. We are back past the Civic for now. Civic repasses us. We're going to try and cut back on the exit though of this corner, and I think we should have good straight line speed over that Honda. Hondas are notoriously quick in this game down the straight, although the Golf is also a very quick car in terms of straight line speed. Who is going to be better? It is the Civic this time out. Okay, that's bad news for me. I was kind of counting on me outrunning the Honda down the straight. It's not going to be the case. The S2000's maybe a little wide at turn 1, gets away with it. Crown Vic struggling with traction, a smidge. Huge fight going on behind us. Points are so close in this one. If I can not... I mean, if we could get past the Civic... I mean, the other thing I'm trying to do here is not only am I wanting to pass the Civic, but I want to give the Civic problems so it can't go and attack the Crown Vic. If I make the Civic defend, it can't be attacking the Crown Vic. Oh. Okay, well, if Pega hit the wall, I don't think my positioning in that really made all that much difference, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to both try and now duck underneath that Honda for the run onto the start-finish straight. Oh, we're going to sneak back past, and there we go. So MX-5 leads from S2000. Crown Vic's in third. Then is the battle to hatchbacks, which is currently being won by me, but that might not last. We will have to see how this one pans out. Points are incredibly close. A couple of positions are going to swing this, depending on how it goes. Pega's out wide. Problem I got is I really don't want to be slowed down by my own teammate. We know we can't get a pass done there because it was too late in the corner we caught. But I don't want to be held through the corners by the Crown Vic. Oh, go, Ford, go. We've got a Honda-shaped trouble coming to join us. Lots of noise is there. Oh, we'll try and defend from that Civic. There's no space to the inside through there. Yeah, we have got pace through this section on the Crown Vic. Oh, the Civic made a mistake somewhere through all of that. That's given us a little bit of a breather. We've got one more lap to go. Because the thing is, we know even if we get past the Crown Vic, it's going to blitz us to the line. And we don't want to put ourselves out wide and let the Civic pass, although it looks like the Civic's going to fight with the Renault more than anything. That's fine. as we head on to this final lap. It's still very, very close in points. If we don't do anything stupid, it should be okay. Crown Vic is out wide at turn 1. Crown Vic is struggling, there's no doubt about it, but as I said, it might be a case of if we were against a blue team car, we would throw it up the inside. But we're against our teammate and we cannot let Danger Man get past both of us. So I'm kind of happy to sit here. I say I'm happy to sit here. I'm not happy to sit here, but to make sure that we get this victory for Red Team, I think I'm going to have to follow the Crown Vic because I don't want to compromise. I don't want to compromise myself, and let the Civic past. Sometimes you've got to play the team game, and this has been one of those cases where we have had to play the team game. The Megane has caught up as well. It's a drag race to the line. The Civic may get the Renault, but it isn't going to be enough points for blue team. We will cross the line in 4th. That time me and the Crown Vic were very, very close. I feel like we could have had a dive, but we could have, if we had, we could have lost the place to the Civic. So it was the sensible thing to do, as much as it pains me. We are going to get a round victory. The MX-5 took that top spot. Clear down the back, might have missed a checkpoint, judging by the gaps. Okay. An interesting first race, that's for sure. We head to Ambleside for our next race. A full off-road circuit. Probably, oh, we've got very, very balked teams. Thank you, Forza. Longbow disconnected in the first race, and it's put them back in the wrong team. Yeah, full off-road, not many vehicles. Probably going to be on... Well, there's kind of a choice you make with a lot of these. You can either have rally tyres and no other upgrades, or you're running standard tyres with plenty of other options. Of course, the 2 off-road buggies that are going to be on the other team could be fast. They are rear-wheel drive, but they have got the right sort of tyres compared to the rest of us. I'm on the standard tyres this thing came with, but it is all-wheel drive, which is, you know, a good thing. A lot of understeer, but the traction, I'm hoping, is going to be good enough to pull it up through the pack a little bit here. Ewan has got some malfunction going on with that by the looks of it. I think there might be a controller turning off or something like that. That car has not gone well, or it missed a checkpoint and was trying to dive out of the way. Not sure. Longbow leads the way, regardless, with the Megane, I think it was I saw. Crane also having missed a checkpoint. Alright, let's not have an argument with the tree on this first lap. I have no idea where Longbow is. Okay, Longbow is not leading the way. Something weird has gone on, I don't know what. Forza's braking again. It is a Megane that leads the way now. It is Chris's Megane that is leading on this. We've got ahead of the buggy, driven by Lado. Can we chase down these two? I don't know. Now, the Megane might be on some sort... It might be on rally tyres. And no, it's very far down on straight line speed. It's very grippy in the corners. So that could be front-wheel drive rally tyres, and that would work well around here. Front-wheel drive rally tyres on a very light vehicle would actually be probably the way to go against Dakar Mini. In fact, it's certainly pulling away, which would suggest that might be the case. Oh, that's too wide for the Golf. I don't know what is going on. We've really broken Forza today. More so than normal. Unfortunately for us, with the point situation... it's not going well for Red Team. Oh, Gliska's missed a checkpoint. It's now going a bit better for Red Team. We've got to worry about a buggy behind us. So I'm going to go for its standard tyres against a rear-wheel drive racing buggy. Oh, the buggy's to the inside. We'll have the power. We know the Golf is actually pretty good. It's got pretty good acceleration. It's just whether I can use that power and whether I can carry the corner speed. Lado is around the outside but doesn't want to have a fight with the tree. It's probably wise to fall back into line. Gliska's fallen down the order, but Longbow's vehicle is actually a solid entity. I just assumed it was ghost mode, but it isn't. And that's sketchy. It does open a pondery of mine. What happens if, not that we're going to be in a position, if we were in a position where there's no one around, what happens if we push Longbow's car across the line? Because if we go past it, it puts it as it's in the position like ahead. You know, if we fall behind Lado, I'll try it. Oh, Lado's got a really good run out of the hairpin. We are not going to be able to retake this immediately. That was a good dive. It has the turn in. My car doesn't because, well, funnily enough, the racing buggy has the right tyres. So it made something work, although it's wide, very wide through the final corner. Oh, we had to go for it. There was a tiny gap to aim for to retake the position. There is going to be a little bit more argy-bargy on this final lap because no one wants to give. Lado desperately doesn't want to lose to the more road-based car, and I just want to cling on to this second place. I mean, we're going to be close in terms of points, but that's kind of skewed because of Longbow's vehicle. Lado can just do... I just can't defend that manoeuvre. That's just got so much more grip through there, but we know where we're going to be strong. We know what we've got to do, basically. We're going to hope that Lado runs wide in the final corner, because I will have more speed, and the buggy's difficult to control down here. Although we've been stuck out wide, and there is nothing that I can do down here. We're not going to outrun Lado to the line, so let's test this theory, whether we can push Longbow across the line. I said we were going to give it a try. I don't think it's counted as finishing that car. Damn it, we could have done with the 400 points. It would have been enough for us, but it won't, sadly. It was worth a try. What's going on with the game? It's broken as anything. We had a great battle. Lado got the better of us with that buggy. We were just... It was almost like we were a little bit too close going into the final corner. If we'd been like a few metres back, we could have maybe tried that cutback and got the run. But that was a great race. That was a highly enjoyable. Unlucky for Gliska with that, with the Mini. Yeah, this checkpoint, easy place to miss. The scores are tied. We head next to the Broadway Village Circuit. Well, hoping the Golf might work quite well. Are we going to have everybody maybe note that Longbow's disconnected at some point? The game never told me, but I don't know what's going on with this one. Alright, Golf. We're starting quite well up. We're going to launch nicely. We're going to beat Ewan. We should be leading by the first corner. We're going to beat Ewan and Lado off the line. I think it was Stevie with a Mini was the other one up there. We should get this launch and we should lead by turn 1. In theory, at least. The buggies can launch quite well, of course, because it's rear engine, and it's very light at the end of the day. Maybe we aren't going to lead by turn 1, but hopefully we will maybe lead on the exit. The buggy struggles to get stopped and turned. Here comes the clear. Now, we know the clears are quick. We know they are good vehicles in this game. Now, we're going to be a little understeery. I think we should have the acceleration to make this work. So the strength of my Golf is going to be its acceleration. It's going to be good getting out of the slow corners. It's probably quite good in terms of top speed. The other huge benefit we have got is the buggies, both of them, started quite well up, and they are going to be a problem to get past. They're going to be difficult to overtake. They're not going to like this circuit, no, that's understandable, but they are going to be a little bit of a roadblock, slow down some of the rest of the field, which gives me a chance to build a gap. These are short races, they're only 5 laps long, which means we can hopefully run away, build a margin, and we can try and bring the Clio with us as well. You know, if Ewan can come with us and help build that gap, then that would be wonderful. Stevie, I'm not sure what Stevie's driving at. Oh, Stevie was in the Mini, I think, the 09 normal Mini, the road-going Mini. Yeah, we are going to work on building this gap. I'm definitely... I would expect a couple of vehicles to be faster than me. Ollie's MX-5, and I would expect the S2000 to be faster than me around this circuit. But they're so far back, and they've got so much traffic to try and get through. You know, the S2000 is 4th at the moment, but that's a good few seconds back. And while it is quicker than me, it's not going to be that much quicker than me. And if it does catch, it won't have long to try and find a way past. I wonder if Longbow will be on the correct team, or whether it will load in properly. Who knows? We will find out next time. But yeah, we have got the... You can't really ask for a much better... In terms of a scenario for winning the race, you can't really ask for much better than this. You know, start towards the front, get through traffic quickly, efficiently, and just build a gap. Okay, it does mean we drive around on our own for 5 laps, yes. And of course we always like a good battle. However, it does also mean that we, barring calamitous errors, that was a little error, we get away with it. You know, we can ping off the wall and we're fine. Likewise there, we can run a little bit wide and we survive that one. But there's such a huge scrap going on There's not much that they can do. And as I said, this is not because my car is that much faster than all of those behind me. You know, it may be a smidge quicker, although as I said, I don't really think it is. It's just that we are quicker than Ewan's car, and as soon as that lot start fighting, they're going to lose so much time per lap that they're never going to be able to recover it in this shorter race distance. It does look like Ollie's up to second now. It looks like the MX-5 has worked well getting through the field. Rusky's still in fourth with that S2000. The Crown Vic is all the way down in 8th. Yeah, this is probably not the track for that. It could probably work if it started towards the... if it had a nice start, it could probably be a bit of a pain to overtake because we know it's got a good straight line speed. But if it starts down in the pack and it's buried in all of those fights, yeah, that's going to be a difficult lot to overcome, shall we say. Well, at least my car is lovely to drive. So if you're going to be driving around at the front on your own, I think we might even be pulling... Yeah, I think it's just they're all fighting so much back there that we are continuing to pull this gap out rather than my car is ridiculously fast around this circuit. I can't imagine why it would be per se. Oh, there we go, we're fine. Certainly not bad to drive. The S2000's up onto the podium. Points are looking good though for us. Looking very, very solid for us. The buggies are not working around this track, funnily enough. Who would have thought it? But they will probably work around the next one. We head with a couple more corners to go in the Golf. Oh, that's very well. Luckily, it doesn't really matter. We can go wherever we like on the circuit. We are miles clear. Oh, Rusky's up to second. It's like the S2000. There'll be an interesting battle between the little sports cars to the line. One more corner to go for the Volkswagen. It's been a very, very straightforward race. We couldn't really ask for much more in this one. We even had terrible lines we pulled so far because they're busy fighting. Exciting stuff elsewhere. Solid drive for that Golf. Yeah, that works. That works at that track. We are ahead in the points, and it looks like we will hold on to this. It is second for the S2000. Ollie gets third with that MX-5. Danger Man gets up to fourth with the Civic. Ewan fell all the way to seventh in the end. Held on valiantly. It certainly was a very good rear gunner for that one. But it is victory for the Golf and victory for Red Team. We head next to Lakehurst, the Woodland Scramble Circuit. Now this is, I don't know, probably about 60% tarmac, 40% dirt, fairly nasty dirt hairpin. This could work well for the Golf, this track, because the all-wheel drive traction will be good. We start on pole as well, so we could have another maybe runaway. My only concern is the understeer we're going to get from the Golf on the dirt. The Mini, oh god, uphill start. It's not great for me. The Mini is off and underway, and we should beat the Mini to the top of the hill. That thing will not have good top end. I wouldn't have thought. It is pretty good through the corners, mind you. If we can do... Basically, we want to do the same thing that we did in previous ones. If we can build a gap, previous race, if we can build a gap, that would be good. Now, the MX-5, I think, is very quick on the tarmac section, but it will struggle a bit on the dirt. And that's to be expected. It's not built for the dirt stuff. We're going to see how this one all pans out. The run down this hill is going to be interesting. The Golf should be able to do it. I think I put rally suspension on this, knowing that we were going to theoretically be a little stronger on the dirt. This corner here is where we're going to have to be really careful. We know the front end is not going to want to turn in, but at least we will get on the power nicely here. So the Mini will turn in much, much better than I can, as will Lado's buggy, but that's a long way back. And the other advantage the Mini will have is coming off of the dirt section there. It can carry we'll carry a bit too much speed, but the front end will actually turn when it is coming off the dirt. We have to really, really slow down for that. Oh, and we have got a Longbow. Longbow's got issues going on with that Megane. Yeah, that's not having any of it. I've never seen that before. Played Forza for how long and still finding new problems. There's always something new, always something broken. Crown Vic is up to a third place. Yes, we'll get an all red team podium. That would do the job. If we get a 1, 2, 3, you literally cannot be beaten in terms of the points. Nothing can be done about it. Ooh, and a little deep through there. It's fine. I think I think in some ways this is almost like the ideal track for the Golf. It can kind of use its straight line speed, it can kind of use its traction, it's fairly good off-road. You put that all together, and yeah, okay, we've been really helped by grid spots, and that is sometimes how it goes with these. The game can be kind to you, the game can be harsh, sometimes you can just be lucky as well, just the right place, right time to profit from whatever is going on. That Red Team are absolutely dominating in this one. I think the tarmac sections mean the off-road vehicles struggle just that little bit. They're just a little too slow around here and they can't make up quite enough time off-road. We are once again pulling away from the pack. It's a fair chunk of understeer all the way through there, but it sorts itself out. The Crown Vic, its power is going to be helpful, but once again, we are relegated to watching battles unfold elsewhere. Not so much for us, although don't get too caught up watching their fight that I have a crash. It's the Crown Vic with power to get up the hill versus the MX-5 with all the speed in the corners. And then there's also the Megane that has massive amounts of speed in the corners and then nothing up the hill. And the Megane maybe has the better tyres. As I said, I'm not sure about that. I think it might do, judging by its immense speed at Ambleside. That was the circuit. Yeah, the immense speed there would suggest it might be on rally tyres. Around here, you know, off-road tyres are great, but the compromise you make in B classes, you have so little power and so little straight line speed that it doesn't necessarily help you enough to overcome. Because of the hills, that really, really steep hill, you have to go up and sort of start-finish line, you lose a fair chunk of lap time there as well. I don't know what's going on with this. We've had a lot of problems with these team adventures, and we've got different problems going on today in terms of connectivity. That was a terrible line through there. I'm really glad we're miles ahead of everyone so that we can do that and get away with it. The squabbles are still going on back there. Looks like the McGann was going for a spot on the podium. He's going to get outrun down the start-finish straight by that Crown Vic. While we're running away at the front and while everyone's trying to reconnect, place your bets, folks. Are we going to have 12 cars in the final race? And if we do have 12 cars, are they all going to stay connected throughout the final race? That is the question. I'm going to guess that probably not. But we can hope. We can definitely hope that... and if we do have 12 cars, will the teams be balanced? That's also going to be not a chance that's going to happen. Again, you can be hopeful that it might. I'm definitely not going to expect it, though. The Golf, I've got to say, pretty good barrelling down this hill. It's... yeah, it is not having any problems with bouncing around down there. It is just nice and controlled, composed, well out in front. But barring big, silly mistakes, I really don't see anything catching us. Yeah, we're pulling the gap out lap after lap. This is definitely the ideal track for this car, I would say. We got lucky in the previous race with everyone else squabbling. Ooh, a little bit of freezy lag going on. That helped us build a huge gap early on. But this track, I don't think much would get close in this field, you know, with what we're doing here. This car is certainly not going to be perfect everywhere. That is the fun of these team adventures. Come on, Volkswagen, there we go. Where are the buggies? They're in 6th and 9th. Yeah, it's just not enough dirt for them to be able to excel, and these hills will cause them some grief. We can't actually see. I think the battle for 3rd has calmed down now. I think they're spread out back there. Nicely done. On to the dirt for the final time. Let's not miss any checkpoint. I'm always paranoid. This car has been remarkably well behaved for a vehicle not on rally tyres and everything. This is about as well behaved as you get down here. The tiniest little bit of sliding around, but it's honestly more understeer than anything else as we barrel into the hairpin for the last time. Don't even need to worry about trying to take a fancy silly lines through there. We've done all sorts of things. You can run quite a high line on the exit of those hairpins sometimes. There's a tiny bit of banking. You can get away with kind of getting a bit more traction out there, but I don't need to worry about any of that. We've got a big enough lead. We've got more than enough grip in the car. One more quarter to go, and we're going to have a rather nice points victory in this one. Definitely a good round for Red Team here. As something looked like it went straight on in the final corner. I'm not sure what happened back there. We crossed the line. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It is going to be in, or the order it has run for most of the race. The Golf from the MX-5. Oh no, it isn't. The Megane did get third ahead of Impega's Crown Vic in fourth. Danger Man gets fifth. Maybe it was that Crown Vic that was going straight on at the final corner. I don't know what happened back there. It just caught it. Oh, the Mini overtook the S2000 on the race to the line by the looks of it as well. So there was some drama further back. But yeah, the Volkswagen very, very strong. Very, very strong around that circuit. So we head on to our final race, the Prince's Street Gardens circuit. Where are we going to start on the grid? Okay, we're back in the pack. We're not going to be able to do the runaway at the front technique. Oh, the teams are even. Ewan and Longbow have swapped teams. Sure, thank you, Forza. Is everyone going to launch off the line? This is the question. Who knows? What could possibly go wrong with this? I think this track could work for me. Maybe. I don't think it's going to be the strong... I think the MX-5... Again, the MX-5 and S2000 are probably going to be ones to watch. The MX-5 starts back with me. Longbow has not moved. God's sake. Oh, Forza. We've actually not done badly off the line. I'd love to be able to get past the buggies before Ghost Mode ends. It's cheesy, and I wish it wasn't a thing, but it is a thing that we have to deal with here. We've got past one buggy. It's a thing we have to deal with, so we're going to be cheesy and make the most of it. The buggy's actually had a really good start in all of this, which does kind of surprise me. It is up battling with the top lot. It's going to get squeezed. You don't really want to have a fight with the biggest vehicle in the field through there. I have a feeling the Mini is going to win that battle. Right, let's bide our time, and we've got to be careful. So we've got to be careful. I want to take my time in some regards. You want to pick and choose your moments, especially fighting against the Dakar buggy. But if I wait too long, we're going to get passed by an S2000 if we're not careful. Now, that Megane is going to be a solid entity we are expecting. We are going to get the Mini, we're going to get both the Minis down towards turn 1. Oh, Longbow has appeared into existence, and we slightly brushed a wall and lost a load of momentum. We actually pinged off that wall really weirdly. Mini's going to fight it against the S2000. Oh god, this is going to get really busy. Oh, the Mini missed a checkpoint. Now we're just against the Dakar Mini, and we are going to try and fight our way through with all of this. I barely see where that corner went. There was not much room for cameras, let alone anything else. The Crown Vic versus Megane is raging up at the front. If me and Rusky can get free of this battle, we're going to bring Danger Man with us as well. That Civic is also pretty fast. Come on, Volkswagen. If they continue to fight like they are at the front, it will not be long. And the fence gave me a massive slowdown through there. Yeah, they continue to fight like that. They're going to really slow each other down. Crown Vic's got the straight line speed. Megane can't get past, but the Megane has got the handling. Megane is probably quicker over a lap, but he's going to get stuck in the corners. I don't know where I fit in with this. And who knows where the cars behind us are going to fit in as well. Civic's run wide. There's a huge group of cars. Oh, Longbow's, that's not a place you want a car to be in. That's really unhelpful, Forza. We've got an impromptu obstacle course race going on. It is Longbow's car, but it's no fault of Longbow's. That is just Forza being broken there. Rusty got a big oversteer moment and kind of gave us a little slap wide. Oh god, where is Longbow now? This is a new... Is Longbow leading? No, that's going to go in the wall. Where's that going to ping out? It's going to murder Chris! Of course it is! Could have done it one better if you tried. We've got huge acceleration down here. The Megane's just got... No, we missed the checkpoint. No! We were on such a funky line from getting that run down the hill. It's we paid the price. Oh, that was such a... I'm so annoyed because that was such a good race that we were going to be a part of. I got greedy again. Could we have been more patient? Maybe. I was just on a slightly funky line with that battle, and that's all it took. Just put me out of position, and then we got a little too greedy, trying to make sure we stayed ahead of the Megane, and cost us. And it will potentially cost us the... well, it will cost me the win. Red team are going to score more than enough points here. Well, I say that, we don't know where Longbow is. We're going to work on the basis that Longbow won't be there. We're pretty confident in saying Longbow's not going to be there, but wherever that car ends up, it does look like we are going to be winning. That time's more sensibly in a wall, at least. Who knows? God dear. At least we didn't take other cars out when we ended up in the wall. That's the thing that I can say. I'm going to guess Stevie may have missed a checkpoint as well, possibly with the Mini. That thing seems fairly fast to be all the way back here, miles off the tail end of the field. We've got so much straight line speed down here, but we're not going to be able to find a way past just yet. I think I know where the pass is going to go. When we're going down that hill, if we can get past before we get to the braking zone by the wall, that is going to be where we can make something happen. So if we can get a good run out of here, focus, getting a good exit. Oh, and Stevie hit the street furniture. I'll take that, thank you. Sometimes, you know, you just get gifted the position. It's unlucky. I mean, we were setting up to do that manoeuvre, which made 10 times easier by the Mini hitting the street furniture. And that will be us through. Points still going to go our way anyway. I mean, Red Team have won the adventure. Gliska's run wide. Gliska and Rusky might have got into contact, or Rusky may have hit something and got hit one of the steps and got dropped back. I don't know. Something went on with the S2000. It was that was a manic race. Oh, I'm so disappointed with myself. We definitely had a chance of winning that. Longbow apparently did win. I'm not sure I count that. I'm really not sure I count that. I'm gonna say Chris won ahead of Impega. It was a hell of a battle up at the front between those two that we witnessed. Fourth would go to Danger Man in the end. Got the Civic up into fourth. Oh, that was madness. The Golf is really good. I have driven the Golf, the R before. I can't remember what class I drove in. But yeah, even with B-Class, it didn't have much PI to work with, not really. But even then, that's a phenomenal car. It's not going to win every single race, it's not going to be perfect everywhere, no. But that was good. I really like that. It was nice to drive, very consistent and very fast at the majority of circuits. And the circuits where it wasn't the fastest car, it was still going to score very good points. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. If you'd like to sign up to take part in the next one of these, you can via our Discord. There'll be a link to it in the description, although I will say a warning, we're having issues getting these to work reliably. I mean, we've seen enough problems with this one, so who knows quite what's going to be happening at various times. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.